Good afternoon, positive news peeps. It's Great News Weekly with your host, Jenny Craig Brown and GreatNews.Life. Thanks for tuning in. This is the positive only news show here in the region. That's the only one I know of. And in this day and age, it's what we need most. So here's how our show works. If you're a new viewer, you can come in every Wednesday live right here at noon to watch our positive news show. You can also listen on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Google Podcast, Pandora, wherever you find your podcasts. If you can't watch live, you can watch it there later. They're going to hear me talk about lifelines during the show. So a lifeline is a positive news story that you want to share with me. So tell me what's good happening in your life. It can be anything from someone else took your dog out this morning so you could sleep in, or you got to see a friend you hadn't seen for a long time, or anything you want to share. If you're watching live, comment below so we can read it on the show today. If you're not watching live and you're listening later, send an email to share@GreatNews.Life. So you can choose. If you're watching later, share a great story with us via email. And if you're watching right now, I want everyone to think of one good thing they've got going on, and I want them to share below in the comments and I will read it. So come on in, spend your lunchtime with us, and let's get some good news going, because let me tell you, I've got awesome stuff to share with you today. Hopefully I'll make you laugh, cry, and all the good stuff. So first up is actually an update from last week's spooky Halloween show that we had. It's actually the winner of the pumpkin carving contest that Jonathan Ray had last week. And the winner, let's see it. So this photo is the winning pumpkin carving, the contest winner. And the contest winner is Sam, who's 10 years old. And as Jonathan mentioned in our interview last week, the winner of their contest would be able to donate money, $25 to their organization of choice. Sam, at 10 years old, couldn't pick a nonprofit that he wanted to work with most. So that Jonathan and his wife actually upped the dollar amount to 30 instead of 25, so he could split it between two organizations. Nice kid. Nice, Jonathan and fam. Thank you so much. So Sam decided to donate to Lakeshore Paws as well as the organization of autism research. So we've got two great organizations that got a donation on behalf of Sam and his really, really great, awesome pumpkin. So this is a really cool dinosaur. If Cami Tupiak is watching, tell her son that he needs to see the dinosaur. I know he's a big fan. Lots of kids are, especially right now. So awesome dinosaur, Sam. I appreciate you. Great job at 10 years old. That's a pretty talented pumpkin. And thanks again to Jonathan Ray. He's a team member at Bucher Tech. Him and his wife put this on every single year. Just for fun. So this is, I think, the second annual. They're going to continue to do it and continue to donate to some really great causes along the way. So thanks to everybody involved with that. And Jonathan, thanks for sending us the update. It was really fun. And I'm really glad we got to see that. So great follow-up. So next up we have, we've got some awesome stuff coming in. Thank you. Katie said, awesome pumpkin. I can't even do a jack-o'-lantern. Listen, my pumpkin skills are lacking. I completely understand. The dinosaur is well beyond my experience and expertise as well. So I get it. And of course you saw Stephanie said, yay, thanks for having the contest. So agreed, guys. Love that he did that. Jonathan Thorstad said election day is over. I completely get it. Let's kick that behind us and focus on some good stuff. The election is on its way to being put away. So let's focus on good news. Next up, I've got a call out and a search for a hero. Can you help us, world? Please check it out. We have a really interesting segment for you all today on the show. I want to welcome Tara Elenkowski to Great News Weekly. How are you, Tara?
Hi, guys. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
Well, we're really happy to hear that you're doing well. You recently had quite an exciting day. Tell us a little bit about your recent, very unfortunate accident.
Sure. So a couple weeks ago now, on October 13th, I was coming home around 5 o'clock I live in Fashion Terrace in Crown Point. So I was on 231 getting ready to turn left into my subdivision. And there was a driver behind me who was not paying attention and who hit me full speed on, obviously causing a pretty serious accident to my car, as well as I was injured in the process. I'm doing better now, but I did have to be transported via ambulance. So there was some wonderful people who helped, especially one guy who stopped and was able to help me a lot that day. So when I went via ambulance, I wasn't able to say thank you to him, but he definitely helped the situation turn out a lot better than it could have.
Yeah. So it sounds like the goal today is to help find this kind of hero of yours. Tell us a little bit about how he helped that day.
Sure. So right before the accident happened, I saw him running. It just kind of caught my attention. And then the next thing I knew, I had been hit. So I was obviously very nerved up and shaking and scared. I also just had some previous medical conditions, and the way that my abdomen hit the steering wheel caused immense pain. So I was able to call 911, but then at that moment, just shock or whatever it may be, I wasn't able to tell the operator where I was at or what I needed. He came up to my window, he grabbed the phone, he talked to 911, he told him where I was at, he said to call an ambulance, and then he asked me to move my car. And I told him I just was not physically able to move my car because of the pain and the damage to the car. So he stood in front of my car between me and oncoming traffic and directed them around me. It's very fast right there, and for sure if he wasn't there, somebody would have hit me. And then as well, I had my window down the whole time while he's directing traffic. He's telling me to stay calm and everything's going to be okay and help's on the way. And he was just absolutely such an angel in that moment to me during such a scary time.
What a blessing from him. So our goal is we want to find him. I heard about the story from your Facebook post. I saw you posting about it. I think you mentioned it's been shared hundreds of times.
Yeah.
And still we don't know who he is, and we want to find him so that you can thank him, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even if it's anonymous and he doesn't want to be known, either way, but I would just absolutely love to thank him for, one, keeping me safe and getting me back to my family that day, and just being there. I don't know if he realizes how much he meant to me that day, but I would love to tell him.
Oh, I love it. I have goosebumps just talking about it. I completely agree. So listen, audience, you guys watch us. You guys are community oriented. If you know a runner who runs in that area occasionally, you said it was around 5 o'clock, right?
Yes, it was around 5 o'clock. A male runner, he was probably late 40s, early 50s, on the shorter side, blonde hair, short. Can't say much besides that. He did have running uniform on, so I'm assuming with the attire that he's a usual runner. Very friendly, very soft-spoken.
Okay, guys, so we are looking for you. This is a call out. We need your help. Tara is on Facebook, Tara Elankowski. And do you have an email? We'll display your email. What's your email?
Yeah, telankowski@yahoo.com as well.
Okay, so if you have any leads, if you know who this is, or if you know who it is and you know they want to be anonymous, either way, shoot her an email, friend, and connect with her online. Connect with her some way to let her know, and let's see how we can do this. I would love to do an update show where we have the three of you together. It would be so amazing, the three of us together. It would be so amazing. So, world, we're looking for your help. Let's find Tara's hero.
Yes, thank you so much. My fingers crossed, and I know if any community can do it, it's our local one. So I'm excited.
I completely agree, guys. This is what we're here for. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Again, world, we're looking for your help. Thanks so much for joining us, Tara, and I hope we can find your hero.
Thank you for having me.
Have a good one.
You too.
You heard it here. I'm looking for all of you guys that are kind of the good news warriors, that are on our side, that are pushing for the good, that are helping, that are doing so much community involved items every single day. I'm looking for you guys. Help us find him. Like I mentioned, if he wants to be kind of under the radar, we totally understand, but we need to find him just so she can properly thank him. Like I said, I'd love to have him on the show. So if you know anyone that seems to fit this, she did mention there is a coach in the area that fits this description perfectly. I think it was maybe Crown Point basketball coach. I'm not sure who it was. If It's not him. So she did ask him. A lot of people thought it was him. He was a runner. He fit the description, but it was not him. So if you guys know who it is, if you can't get a hold of Tara, get a hold of the Life sites. We will help you. We want to connect with him. We've got a couple really great comments. Linda Claxton-Kuzinski said, angels do walk among us. I know, just talking with her, seeing her story online, and the reason we reached out was just for that. We saw this and thought it was just angelic. You're exactly right. It was beautiful to see. And she gave me goosebumps just talking about it and seeing her story online. So you're right. Aubrey Thompson said, wow, what a selfless thing to do. Stephanie Swearington said, what an incredible story. I hope you find the man who stopped to help you. And Kayla Hoffer said the same. She said, we need to find this hero. Wow. So happy you are okay. That's something great mentioned, Kayla. We're so happy that Tara's doing well. As you can see, she's recovered really well from the accident and she's perfectly okay. We just want to help find this gentleman so we can thank him. If you're watching and you just want to stay under the radar, just know that Tara says, you know, she talked great bounds and bounds about you and we really want to find you and thank you properly. So again, we're counting on you, world. Come through for me. Help us find Tara's hero. I appreciate it. Next up, we have our next story is a group that we've highlighted before. It's just that they have so much good happening. We can't help it. So Life for Dan is at Story Point in Chesterton with a beautiful story. Dan?
Hey everybody, this is Dan from GreatNews.Life, and we are here at Story Point, Chesterton, because we heard that the staff here have a special surprise today for one of their very special residents. We're here to tell you all about it. Who are we honoring today?
We're honoring Judy. Judy came to us looking for a new home here in Chesterton about a month ago. Her love of her life is her cello. She was a professional pianist and cello player and teacher. Her students have performed around the world, and we got permission from the daughter, and we went to her home in Iowa, and we have nurtured and taken care of this cello. It can't be, you can't ship a cello, you can't fly a cello.
No.
So we handled it like a baby, and we brought it back here, and it's waiting in the other room, and we cannot wait to see her reunited with her cello, and more importantly, we can't wait to watch her play again for all of us.
It's pretty exciting. I hope I can still remember how to play it.
Are you excited to give it a try? About Story Point. How do you feel about Story Point, bringing your cello back here to you?
Oh, I think these people are amazing. I don't deserve all this attention.
Yeah, you a little overwhelmed?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Judy. We appreciate it. And all our best wishes to you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Judy.
How incredible. Thank you so much, Story Point, for doing such an incredible act. As you guys may remember, we had their chef on recently with a food demo that was just absolutely incredible. It was, I believe, a steak sandwich that everyone talked about for weeks. So they're really doing a lot of great things. And this is just another opportunity that they took to make a resident, just to go above and beyond for a resident. We heard about this story kind of through the grapevine and just had to interview her and had to see how it went. So we're blessed to have that story and to have that team just keeping us up to date on all the things that they're doing out there. There's tons of comments coming in as well. Jeannie Noarita said, love how Story Point goes all out for the residents. I agree. Jeannie, if you are connected with Story Point, I don't know that she knows that she's on the show or anything else. I'd love to make sure she sees this as well. And the Story Point team sees it too. It's just a really cool thing you guys are doing out there. And I just want to shout it out to the rooftops. So thank you. Linda Claxton said, Tuzinski said, that's such a sweet thing to do. My granddaughter plays the cello. Beautiful music. Yes. Thank you. I completely agree. We didn't get any footage of her playing, but apparently jumped right back in, and we're really excited to hopefully see more. Maybe that's an update story, you guys. Let's do an update in 2 months where we go there and we have her play for one of our lifers. That would be really fun, right? So check that out. I think she's, it's such a sweet thing that she's doing. It's such a great thing. So, and Jeannie just responded. She's business development specialist for StoryPoint, and we are on live. Yay! Thanks for joining us, you guys. We love y'all over there. You're doing great stuff. And, I keep saying I feel like it's teachers, restaurants, and senior care. You guys are getting hit hard through this pandemic. Those are hard entities to be a part of right now. And you guys are keeping your head up, and you're really still focusing on doing positive for your residents. And it's beautiful to watch. Thank you guys so much for watching it. Fantastic. Okay, guys, I haven't seen many, so I want the whole StoryPoint team that's watching and everybody else that's watching, send me a lifeline. So comment below something good happening in your life, something good that you have had happen this week or that you will have happen soon. Tell me what good is happening in your life. That's called a lifeline. We do those here every show. If you're here live, comment below, as I mentioned earlier. And if you're listening later, email us at share@GreatNews.Life. That's what we're here for, the good stuff. So we love, as you all know, we love to spotlight local musicians. It's one of my favorite show segments ongoing has been these incredible musicians that we've been able to spotlight. And today will certainly not disappoint. I am honored to introduce all of you to Ivy Ford. You just heard the amazing sound of Ivy Ford, kind of Chicagoland's amazing blues singer. Thank you so much for joining us, Ivy. How are you?
Oh, my pleasure. I'm good. I'm real good. I must say, as a musician, we joke anything before or around noon, early afternoons, like considered morning time for us. So my coffee's still, just starting to kick it now. So forgive me if I'm not firing on all cylinders.
You have to, you're probably up till 4 a.m. So this noon being your break time or your breakfast is definitely understandable. So for those that don't know you, obviously from what I know of you, you're Chicagoland area musician. Obviously you play, you sing, your sound is incredible. You're in the blues realm. Tell everybody how you first got into music and what really inspired you to get there.
Sure. So since I was real little, we're talking like 4 or 5, or even before then, I was always into music, always into singing. My dad was actually a professional musician, and I grew up with him a little bit when I was really young in my formative years. So I was always into singing, always into performing, whether it was talent shows and local things like that. And then I picked up actually piano when I was about 9 or 10, and then did saxophone and band all the way through high school and things like that. And it wasn't until I was probably about 20, 21, before I actually picked up electric guitar. And that was just kind of like out of necessity. I used to go to a couple open jams when I was about 19 or 20 years old. And as a vocalist, and when you do that, you're at the mercy of whoever else, what other musicians are playing. You're at the mercy of what they want to play for what you want to sing. So it wasn't until then that I picked up electric guitar. But before that, when I was 11 or 12, my mom had actually taken me. My mom was a bartender for 30 years, and there was a house band at the place that she worked at, and she took me in to see them, and they got me up on stage. Like I said, I think I was like 12 or something like that. I think I sang Mustang Sally or something. And I did a well enough job that they really dug me. And the drummer at the time, he's since passed, but he really took me under his wing as far as the live band music and stuff like that, since a young age. And kind of one thing just led to another, and I was always kind of around it. I kind of took a little bit of a break because, I had to finish high school and things.
At this point, you're still super young. Mustang Sally is a great one. My husband would be very proud. He loves that song. So that is classic.
So I took a break kind of in high school, and then when I was about 18 or 19 is when I got reacquainted with some local local music scenes and the whole jam scene. And then because Chicago is Chicago, it wasn't until I was 21 that I actually went, down to blues clubs down there.
Wow.
And just kind of, was in the element and, kind of in the right place at the right time, which ultimately led me to open up for Buddy Guy at his club, which was a huge kickoff, for my career.
How amazing is that to say?
Yeah, you telling me.
And when I was just learning more about you, I kind of stumbled upon you and instantly loved your sound. I love the blues aspect and the blues that you bring to the table. And I read while finding and researching even more about you that you're considered one of the kind of young bloods of blues, especially in Chicagoland. How does that make you feel? And then what are you hoping to impact with modern blues? Are you hoping to make change? Tell me a little bit about that.
One thing I try and nurture is having the opportunity for younger people to hear and see blues and roots music, and then even aside from an age thing, gender wise, being a chick, being a woman in the business, there's plenty of female singers and things like that, and that is a whole magic in itself. I mean, I started out, I didn't play anything when I performed, so there's an artistry in that. But being a female guitar player, a young female guitar player, or instrumentalist of any kind, I really try and be a good example and a strong example, especially with young girls. Like, hey, yeah, I'm a chick and I play guitar and I have my own band and I sing and I run the show. So I try and set an example that's real encouraging, because that can be intimidating too. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, when I was 12 or whatever, and I was saying with that band, they said I was real good, but then that was followed with, but here's what you could work on, and you need to make sure you do this, that, and the other, which would make a grown man cry, the type of criticism.
They're not secret.
I don't know how I didn't walk away crying and never wanting to sing again. But and for me, it was good. It was one of those that, threw me into the fire, and I tried not to get burned. And in that case, I tell people there's a lot of things you'd be surprised about what you can do when you don't want to embarrass yourself. So, but whenever I see young people, young kids, and even more so young women, I'm always like, hey, what you want to play guitar too, or what do you got going? What do you like? And sometimes they can be a little sheepish and like, well, I don't know. If I'm like, no, what do you mean you don't know? You want to do something? Go ahead, do it. I did it. You can do it. It's possible. Trust me. Yeah.
Well, this is amazing. I've loved talking with you. For those that don't know you or follow you online already, how can they find out more about Ivy Ford? Where can they find you?
Sure. So I have a website. It's called, it's www.ivyfordmusic.com. And then I also am on Instagram, which I'm constantly on. And actually that's kind of neat because I have a 3-year-old daughter. And I post a lot about her and I whereabouts together. So my Instagram is at Miss Ivy Ford. And then naturally I have Facebook as well, which is facebook.com/Ivy Ford Music. I do have some things, performances and whatnot coming up, despite obviously COVID and whatnot, all of which are either outside and or, socially distanced and being smart about and things like that. But yeah, so you can find my whereabouts and what the heck I'm doing on my website or Facebook or Instagram. So yeah.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Thanks for all of your insights and lessons. Can you take us away with a little song?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's hear a little something.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go to that same old place, sweet home Chicago? Seemed kind of fitting. So.
Oh, so perfect. Ivy Ford, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us.
See you next time. Thank you for having me.
I loved it so much. There were so many comments going on. I'm going to try to catch them all. We've got Shelley McCarthy. Nope. Jeannie Noarita again said she sounds great. Kelsey Costello said, wow, she's so talented. Oh, we've got Kayla Hofferth said, look at that guitar. I definitely do not play any instruments, but I need that polka dot guitar. I know, it was so incredible. Igor Alapovich said, she's so amazing. I went to see her every time she was in Valpo. Incredible talent and amazing personality too. I agree. Just talking with her, as you can see, she's just a really down-to-earth, nice person that's going to give you her story. And it's just fun to talk to her. And now there's apparently, Stephanie mentioned, we need to practice Kayla so we can have a Lifer concert. So stay tuned. Apparently we're making a band. I don't know if we have a singer, but hopefully, if not, we'll hire her and we'll be amazing. So in the comments, as you saw on the show, you can go connect with her. If you are looking for some live, I think she's done some shows live, broadcasts online, so you can look for some of those. And then also just looking through her catalog of music and such online. Her site does have all of her music downloadable. Some of it's free and some of it's very affordable. So go listen to more, buy her CDs, support those local musicians that are having a hard time right now too. It was incredible to interview her. I have a couple lifelines I wanted to share with you all. Same thing. I'm going to try to find them all. All right. Katie Grable said, my lifeline this week is that we have another #1 student NWI orientation featuring 2 lifers who volunteered to help out. Shout out to Kayla and Colin. Thank you. I agree. Shout out for all of the reasons. Thanks for the help team. Thanks for doing this, Katie. If you guys are watching and you don't know about our #1 student program, this program is perfect. If you have kids, listen up. We have a #1 student in every high school in Lake, Porter, and LaPorte counties. That's our goal. We want to have a student reporting on what's happening in their schools. This is an amazing program for students because they get training, they get paid, and they get published. So Katie is looking for more students. We already have a bunch of them. But if you have a student that might be interested in our #1 student program, shoot us an email at share@GreatNews.Life. Ask us for more information, however you want to do it. And we will hopefully be able to help you. But great shout out, Katie. Great lifeline, great team. I just love everything, every piece of that. Awesome, awesome news. The other one I saw is Stephanie Swearington said, my lifeline this week is my husband. He is such an incredibly hardworking man. And this week has been a tough parenting week. Love you, James. Totally get that. I don't have kids. I can't imagine how you're doing all of the changes. You guys seem to be a great pair and a couple that do it together. So shout out to James. Shout out to you. Parenting is hard. I can only imagine. So keep your heads up. We're going to get through this together, y'all. It's going to be okay. Kayla Hoffer said, my lifeline this week was being able to spend some time with my cousin, who is very talented hairstylist. Nice. Getting my hair looking fresh and healthy. That is what I call a quality cousin time. I agree. That's really cool. Everyone needs that friend or that cousin that can help them in that world. That's a great lifeline. Everybody, if you're seeing these, I want to hear yours too. Tell me what's good is happening in your life. Tell me a good note. Tell me that good news that you are hanging on to this week. We want to hear about it and we want to shout it out. So I've got some fun events for y'all. So let's find what's going to happen this weekend. So as you all know, COVID cases are on the rise. Just be careful out there. But I've got some stuff that I've chosen for the weekend that should keep you healthy and keep you safe, but keep you entertained. So first up, 1056 Brewery is a brewery out in Knox, Indiana. So for people in the Valparaiso area, you're looking about a 40-minute drive, and it's an incredible brewery. But they also have yoga and beer this Sunday at noon. So it's really affordable. It's $10. That includes yoga and a beer. And the yoga instructor is very talented. So get out there, get your relax on, breathe a little bit, and have a beer to solve all your Sunday solution. It is your Sunday solution. Let's just be honest. Beer, yoga, it's a perfect fit. So you can head out there and get that going on Sunday. Now, another one I want to mention is The Lubeznik Center for the Arts new exhibit is out, and they are having an open house for Fake Real this Friday from 3 to 7. Fake Real this is basically Friday is the opening reception for this exhibit, and it is free, but they do need you to register ahead of time, selecting the 1 hour spots. Of course, masks are required, but this should be, I don't know a ton of details because I'm kind of saving it because I want to go see it as well. I'm keeping it a secret to myself, but Fake Real open house this Friday, 3 to 7 p.m. at Lubeznik. What a great place to be supporting in our community, and a really awesome event that they're going to have. So, and these receptions usually have a lot of great things happening. They might have they've got a bazaar with some artists there. So just go check it out. It's going to be really, really fun and a great thing to do in the community on a Friday night. Another one on this Sunday is Sunday at 12:30 p.m. The Chesterton Brewery, apparently we're brewery focused this week, is hosting a Marine Corps birthday party. So this is the second annual Marine Corps birthday bash that they're having. It's from 12:30 to 6 p.m. on Sunday. They're doing it on Sunday so more people can attend. So get out there. If you don't know a lot about Chesterton Brewery, I know very little, but I do know that they're a veteran-based company that supports vets, and I believe is ran by vets as well. So get out there and show them some support. It's going to be a really great one. In Michigan City this weekend, we've got some really fun stuff happening as well. So Friday, 7 p.m., so you could tie this with that Lubeznik Center thing too. Friday at 7 p.m., the Uptown Social is hosting a Felix and Fingers dueling piano show, and tickets are online. You can find them all there. You do have to purchase a ticket, so make sure you go early. The show, cocktail hour begins at 6. Show starts at 7. I don't know a ton about these guys, but it sounds like this is really, really fun. Kind of that old school dueling pianos vibe that is always a blast. So if you're looking to get out Friday night, this is another great one to add to your list. Also in Michigan City, so you could, like I said, pair it up, stop by Lubeznik and stop by here. It'd be really, really fun. And let's hop over to Lake County. In Lake County, we've got Saturday, 9 a.m. It is that time of the year, folks. Believe it or not, the Holiday Craft Show at Cherville Community Center. This is a pretty popular one. They will have, it's Saturday, November 7th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, November 8th from 10 to 3. They will have fall decor, Christmas decor, country home decor, candles, craft show, the whole 9. You can find all of the great stuff at this spot, and it's at the community center right on Joliet Street in Cherville. So this can start your holiday planning, or if you don't want to start holidaying until after Thanksgiving, I feel you, but they have fall decorations as well. So you can get some of those. You can get your fall on and enjoy your Thanksgiving instead of jumping into Christmas. However you're feeling, I'm okay with either one. I don't mind either way. So check those events out. They're going to be really, really fun. Don't forget to like our Facebook pages, NWI.Life, Valpo.Life, Portage.Life, and LaPorte County.Life on Facebook. Check out our websites. Listen to us on Spotify. Tune in next Wednesday right here for our live show. And I'm going to take you guys away with a weekly roundup of sports, interview, and trick-or-treat photos, all to the beautiful and incredible music of the earlier mentioned Ivy Ford. Take it away, guys. Thanks.